the fuck up for the 50th billionth time. Let me finish my list. Patriarchy. 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 Feminists hate patriarchy. We do not hate you, fuckface. Mr. Entitled. Mr. Ego. Patriarchy, fuckface.
Hello, YouTube, and that was the feminist we know as Big Red. Yeah, isn't she lovely? Yeah. Well, Big Red would be all fine and dandy if it was just her and her alone, but we have many others like her, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Correction, a boot. Like many people out on the internet, I have a skeptical time approaching modern feminism, third-wave feminism, to thinking that it's equal rights compared to men. Because if it were equal rights compared to men, well, Big Red would be a small statistic, and the kill all men hashtag wouldn't be a trend, and all this other shit. And we would just have, normal people not being crazy and not being irrational, right? Well, that's what you would think when you don't actually look into it, but feminism is not its definition. It's not even close, not even close, not even close. And that's what they reference all the time, is feminism is equal rights compared to men. How come you don't display that very well, internet feminists? So the first thing we have is, well, the classic block tactic, Soviet Russia perfected it. Mao loved it. He copied it. Iran is currently copying it. North Korea is copying it, and now we have it on Twitter. So, when you present them with facts, such as Sargon of Akkad, he's a very informational guy. I don't necessarily agree with everything on him, but he's pretty informative. And simply because I follow his Twitter feed, and he got into, a bit of a rebuttal with this Kelly Ellis on feminism, she blocked everybody, including me, which had nothing to do. I said nothing to this person, and just to, make sure and keep up with this, because apparently I'm a harasser, and it was in fact true. I found that it was true. She did block me for no fucking reason. Oh, sorry. I follow an alleged MRA. Sorry. That's the reason. Just to let it be known out there, if anyone wants to get in it with these feminists, you will be labeled an MRA because you have presented a criticism to feminism. And then, by association, all your followers will be blocked because apparently they are MRAs as well. Interesting. If you're not for it, you're against it. Feminist logic. Unfortunately, I only have one example of this, so yeah. But it has happened to me before. I have been blocked for no fucking reason. As well as there has been some cases where people didn't block out the argument and they were like, well, that's fair enough. You actually have a coherent statement. Isn't that interesting? But it's very rare that happens. I've only seen it once. Next up, we have my all-time favorite is the instant bigot card. LOL, typical online racist troll who has no life but play games in her mom's basement. Of course you are from New York, home of most racist and dumb white people in this country. Well, does she mean like mind games or does she mean video games? Because I know this person doesn't play video games and I'm assuming she's a gamer-gator. So, assumption card. Presumably, I'm not really sure. Then we also have most racist and dumb white people in this country. See, the interesting part about this is the video was particularly on feminism, and it has nothing to do with feminism. It's not referencing any of the feminism critiques. It's all about you're a fucking racist because you're critical of feminism. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Nice argument, dummy. I'm assuming this is the typical Tumblrist that thinks that, that's one of the great mysteries of the internet, isn't it? The feminist brain. Let's move on to this troll account. It says parody right there. Yep, it definitely says parody. And who do we have following it? Feminist. Another feminist. Actually it looks like, five definite women following this account out of the top 6 results. The sixth one, I'm not sure. Maybe a Star Wars nerd or a troll count. I couldn't fucking tell. Regardless, not necessarily these 5 obvious women are necessarily feminists, but 2 of them definitely are, and well, potentially the other 3. We're not really sure about that one yet. And then we also have 6 more women following once we get down, because what if those first 6 were a fluke? Well, we have another 6 women following this quote-unquote parody account. And we have 2, opinionated feminist. It's a hashtag too. Wow, interesting. And then another feminist here. So someone has Cash as their... are they a gold digger? I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. So we have 6 more women. 2 of them definite feminists, and we're not really sure about the other 4. But maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe they're just laughing at all these hilarious things. Regardless. Alright, let's move on. Feminist Daily. This is a real account. It's a real feminist account. Alright. First, top tweet. Growing up being a girl, toting your bra strap is showing when, I guess, people like to act like they're in prison and getting butt raped or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, in my experience going through at least public school, they told us to pull up our pants. Yes, I can quote at least the majority, if not all, teachers on that one. And almost none of them referenced bra straps, interesting enough. Maybe they did kind of like privately to the women, like without me really noticing, because, I don't know, maybe it's embarrassing. But either way, they definitely said, pull your fucking pants up. Well, they didn't say swearing because that would get them fired, but they said pull your damn pants up because you look like a slob. So now let's look at some of the more tweets rather than pictures. There are bigger and better things to worry about other than somebody's body? Question mark? Well, when nobody really cares about what the fuck you do with your body, unless, of course, it's called fucking forcing it on somebody else, which would be known as rape, there isn't an issue. There's no judicial issue. Oh, other than, publicly being nude, because that's also a bad thing. That's another bad thing. And showing your body off to minors, that's also another bad thing. So other than those 3 things, which are arguably what you would harm somebody with, nobody cares if you have promiscuous sex. Nobody cares if you're a slut. Nobody cares if you're waiting for marriage or something. Come on, guys, it's 2016. The government does not give a shit what you do with your body. Another interesting one, which is just absolutely laughable. You can't be annoyed at feminism being called feminism when the entire history of the human race is called mankind. Fucking facepalm, man. Facepalm, dude. Why is this? This is a non-issue, man. This is a non-issue. What else are we supposed to call it? Womankind? Because we do already call it humankind. Some people call it mankind. But are we supposed to call... There's feminists that call it womankind. They definitely call it that when there's a big feminist triumph. I really don't understand how this harms women. Calling something mankind when it harms women. I'm not sure about that. Also, not to mention that most of the recorded results in history, at least in terms of successes, there were definitely women who invented things and progressed things, but yeah, they're mostly male. And to be fair to women, they weren't very educated because they weren't deemed allowed to have an education, but yeah, most achievements are almost unanimously done with humans with a penis. Interesting. And actually, that's kind of sad because think about all the women who could have achieved something if they did have proper education, but now that we've gotten our shit together, they can, as long as they stay away from gender studies. Next one we have is actually hypocritical. Don't shit on people for having self-confidence and being happy with their appearance, like how bitter you are. For one, if you actually had self-confidence, you would see this as a non-issue, because people can't bring you down, or at least they shouldn't if you have self-confidence. And if you're happy with your appearance, well, that's fucking fine for you. But if men aren't happy with your hairy armpits and your disgusting rolls, you can't expect them to date you. I mean, are you going to force them to date you because you're fat or not pretty? I don't know. Maybe just not pretty, just not attractive is the best word for it. Yeah. Hypocritical. We have this one. Question mark. Why do bras cost $50? Why does makeup cost $50? Why do men's shirts come in plastic packs for $4? 4 for $10. Sorry about that. Because maybe bras cost more than $10? How is this the patriarchy? I mean, like, let's face it. Men are kind of cheap. Like, they're not interested in, like, that cheap ass, Not to mention, I'm pretty sure bras, don't they cost, like, the cheapest ones? The cheapest bras cost, like, $15, right? So they can make them as cheap as $15, but apparently those ones suck, right? So you definitely are going to pay for that $40 one, or I think it's on average $35. That's the average price of a bra, so $50 is actually wrong, technically. Well, maybe in whatever country and what type of brand you're making. Makeup, I'm not really sure about that one, but then again, I'm not the one wearing it. If you don't want to wear makeup, I have a really good solution for you, actually, is just making sure that you're not greasy and your face is nice and clean, like showering every day and stuff like that. And then just simply stick with eyeshadow, because there's definitely some scientific proof in terms of, like, logical scientific proof that when you have the outside of your eyes darkened, it really highlights your eyes. So that would make you pretty, because guys like eyes. At least I do. I don't know about you, but I like boobs too, but eyes are pretty nice. Anyway, so that can definitely reduce your makeup costs. And men's shirts in plastic packs come for 4 for $10. Well, for one, you're comparing underwear to outerwear, and cosmetics to outerwear. That's wrong. Second, like I said, you don't necessarily have to be paying all that price. And third, maybe because men are just more savvy shoppers and they're just more interested in the cheap ass deal. Because I know a lot of men who really don't give a shit what they wear for some reason. I mean, there are men that do care about the brand names and the nicest clothes and whatnot, but for the most part, at least my father, he just wears holy shirts and doesn't give a two fucks. So that's why he's going to go for the cheapest fucking shirts. And therefore, if most men are going for the cheapest shirts, well, on average, they're going to be cheaper, because manufacturers are not going to make them expensive. You dig? Worth the read. Well, I'm not going to read it. You can fucking pause it and read it right now. Okay, if you read it, you read it. But really what this is some fucking white knight wanting to get in somebody's pants. That's all this fucking poem is. Let's be honest. This is some guy wanting to get into a girl's pants by telling a feminist what she wants to hear. I don't know how. This is the fakest bullshit I've ever seen. Okay, let's move on. Alright, some more garbage. I literally titled this picture More Garbage because I'm running out of names for this shit. Something that a lot of people are misinformed about is the true definition of feminism. It's about equality, not superiority. Well, the definition of feminism is about equality in regards to men, not about gender equality in general. When a large portion of self-proclaimed feminists tweet ridiculous hashtags such as kill all men, male tears, and blah blah blah, and you fucking suck, and block everybody, fight for invisible wage gaps, and other bullshit, block facts and open dialogue, and yell obscenities like fuckface and other non-mannered language, in addition to shutting down the other side of the dialogue by protesting, pulling fire alarms, and by yelling and interrupting the other side of the dialogue. When women have full, equal, legal rights in Canada, America, UK, Germany, blah blah blah, etc. As well as the simple allegation of rape can get you not only fired, but potentially thrown in jail, because the judges would be misogynists if they didn't simply listen and believe in the absence of concrete evidence. And lastly, Male partners in a failed marriage rarely keep custody over their kids if they want them, and the female wants them. Did I finish? Okay, yeah, okay. How is that not superiority? Sorry about that, but, yeah. How well did I do? Record time? No? Okay, fine, whatever. Next one. Funny that men mock women going everywhere in groups, but we're not supposed to go out alone, otherwise we might be blamed for our own rape. Well, men do find it weird that you go to the fucking bathroom in groups. Men do not do that because we find it weird talking to some other guy while you're holding your cock pissing into a urinal. But that's just us. Men do social things together, such as go to the bar, like the girls go to the bar. They just do it in different ways, and it's very strange sometimes when, other times with the guys, it seems like, yeah, we're going out with the boys, right? Instead of we're going out with the girls, but whatever. It's perfectly normal. But now we get on to the rape part. Well, it's never okay to rape, in my opinion. Never. It's 100% criminal in any case. But just beware of statistics that it can increase your chances if you go out drunk in, fancy clothes, showing off the boobs and ass, because, well, that's how they make dresses these days, and that's perfectly fine. You'll hear no complaints from me and probably most other men. And, of course, being alone. Because these are statistical factors that increase rape. It's just, it's a statistical factor. I don't know how else to explain it. It's called crime. Men are just less likely to be raped because I guess most rapes are heterosexual, and women are just not interested in raping. It's just the way it seems to be. It's called a statistic. Everyone knows you're a fucking idiot if you run around in gang colors, waving around a piece in the fucking hood, and get shot, and ask for sympathy. Because everyone knows you were a fucking idiot for doing such a thing. Everyone is against crime. Everyone thinks crime is illegal, regardless of situation. Nobody thinks that because you made foolishly poor choices to your safety, that your perpetrator is less guilty or whatever the fuck you think. Nobody thinks that. Everyone's for getting rid of crime. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that, please? Okay. Regardless, it does say drink responsibly on the cans and bottles and whatever the hell you're drinking out of. So, please drink responsibly. Because apparently we need to tell that to 21-year-olds. Should they start adding a triggering hashtag before they put that on the bottles? I don't know. Is that what you would prefer? It's a trigger warning if they put drink responsibly to alcohol. The fuck do I know, This one's really pretty. Stop shaming girls for being sexual after you sexualized us for most of our lives. For one, I did not choose what clothes you wore today. If you wore a crop top and short shorts, you wore a crop top and short shorts. If you're complaining that there's a whole bunch of crop tops and short shorts at the Walmart, well, maybe it's because it's summer, and maybe it's because the majority of women have chosen that they like this style. Second, well, guys like sexy women. Sorry, I should have put a trigger warning on that one. But yes, they do. Just like women like sexy men. And, when they finally went with the sexy male model, the women, they actually fucking went wild, and they stole that guy. Like that Calvin Klein model, they were literally stealing posters out of wherever because it was eye candy. And, yeah. So, can we just agree that both sexes like the sexual appeal of the other gender, if they're heterosexual? Can we just agree on that? Not to mention lesbians really like the sexualization of females, and they are women, so let's not leave that one out there too, okay? Okay, you're not allowed to like your family. Well, this has nothing to do with feminism. I guess if you do have a shitty family, well, you might have some resent. It kind of sucks to be you. I don't know what the hell this is supposed to say. Do you have, like, a family issues or something? Columnist for Feminist Daily? Whatever. Let's go down to the next one. Stop slut-shaming. My body is my choice. Well, I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with women walking around topless in their panties. No one's not going to have a problem with 99% of their body showing in public, except for probably other women. Other women would definitely have a problem with that. They would be like, you're dressed, that's fucking disgusting, stop showing my children that. And I guess maybe some men would have a problem with you showing off your tits to their children. But, well, they would be fathers. But, yeah, bachelors, no problem at all. They would just be like, woohoo, fight the patriarchy, and laugh at you because you're a fucking idiot. But could you imagine being a middle school male and, when you wanted to see boobies, well, all you had to do was go outside and watch pedestrians walk down the street. Imagine that. That would be fucking utopia. Yeah, I want that world. Can I please put my hand up? Yeah, fuck the internet. Let's go. No, seriously, I think the only people that have a problem with this would be other women. Calling other women, well, these women walking around topless in the street, in public, sluts. Because they don't already do that enough. Even when you have your clothes on, and you act relatively modest. So, let's see how this, affects everything, because that was a non-issue. Now let's see. Oh, wow, non-issue is being solved in real life. Why should men tell us whether to walk? Okay, I have a counter-argument. Why should women tell us whether to walk? Oh, wait, also, another counter-argument. That's not a fucking man or a woman. It's just a pictogram. Jesus Christ! Alright, caption says it all. Feminism, solving the world's non-issues one temper tantrum at a time. Yep, that sums it up just about right. So, thank you for that caption, Lauren Southern. Fucking voice of wisdom out here in the brainless fucking apocalypse of Twitter. But, maybe that's an isolated example. Blah, blah, blah. So let's look at, some, figureheads. Well, this is a conversation of, that lady that said that, free speech isn't under attack. It's just, people, you're allowed to say whatever racist things you want, and then you'll get fired, right? That girl, yeah. Well, she has now went after somebody's funds for producing videos. Interesting enough, yep. They basically want to say that, they're hate speeching, spilling out hate speech, and shut it down, Patreon. Well, if they fucking believe her, we can, kiss reason goodbye, because we'll all be fucked. So I guess, this is how liberty dies. With the applause, thundering applause of whatever, fucking shitty-ass Star Wars quote. I don't even want to quote it, but say, you get the picture. Freedom's under attack from fucking people who want to tell you that your ideas are wrong. Yeah. Sargon is an ideas man, not a fucking bigot, not a racist. Go check his shit out if you want to find out for yourself. Support intellectualism. Don't let Western ideas die, because that seems to be what's happening. Alright, interesting quote from our presidential candidate, Bernie Sanders. When you're white, you don't know what it's like to be like living in a ghetto. You don't know what it's like to be poor. How about the Jews? Did they know what it's like to be living in a ghetto? Did they know what it's like to be poor? Because I think they did, under the Nazi reign, and, well, they were pretty much Caucasian at that point. Seriously, this is the dumbest fucking verbal piece of garbage I've ever heard coming out of Sanders' mouth. This is trash. This is fucking trash. It's all in response to that Black Lives Matter bullshit. Alright, I had to get that out of my system. But, seriously, this is the regressive ideas coming from, the SJWs and feminism, those people who associate with feminism. It's all coming out of the SJWs. And people are thinking, wow, there's a real popular support for this bullshit. So, this is why they say what they say. That was just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Okay, let's get going on to, while we're on the topic of mainstream stuff. So, Gamergate in the mainstream. A movement known as Gamergate says women shouldn't be in gaming. Who the fuck said that? Who said that? The SJWs? Anita Sarkeesian? Did they say that? Brianna Wu? Did they say that? Yeah, actually, they said that. But did Gamergate say that? Did Gamergate say that? Did GG say that? Third-party trolls? Yeah, sure, maybe. Third-party trolls said that. Did the guys who, said, hey, let's do Gamergate because this is about ethics. Did they say that? Did Sargon of Akkad say that? Did Did the top, GGers say that? No, they did not fucking say that. Why don't you ever fucking interview them, CNN? You just listen to the opposition. That's the problem with the Gamergate movement. There's no bias neutrality. No one's like, it's a movement, okay? Then go ask the people in the movement what they think it is, and then ask the anti-GGers what they think it is. And after that, provide examples to sway the case for both sides, right? That's how you fucking do journalism, CNN. I don't know how. Why am I telling you how to do your fucking job? You're a fucking multimillionaire. No, fuck it. Fuck it. Just don't worry about it. It's fucking CNN. They're garbage. Don't listen. Don't worry about it. It's fucking CNN. No need to get worked up over CNN. For those who deny that Islam has, Islam and feminism has ties, well, this one says it all. Islam turned out to be the religion that appealed to my feminist ideas. I hope the fuck this is a joke. Like, seriously, if this better be a fucking joke. Because you are anyone who believes that is a dumb fucking bitch. I'm sorry, but you're the dumbest fucking bastard ever. If you're menstruating, you better be at the back of the church. How the fuck does that not oppress women? If you are just a woman in general, the boys are at the front of the church. Sorry, it's a mosque. I forgot. It's a mosque. Okay, boys in the front of the mosque, girls in the second row, second area. So they're second front. And then the menstruating girls at the back. How the hell is that a not oppressive religion to women? How the hell do you think you're going to be able to do your feminist ideas in that fucking religion? What an idiot. I'm getting worked up again. Sorry. This probably isn't true. I swear to God, I don't deny that it could be real. I mean, with the internet already uncovering so many intellectual turds out there, not surprising to see that this might be another one. So, let's move on to another one of extreme feminism. Yeah, feminists break some urinals. Okay, yep. Smash the patriarchy, quite literally. Because I thought the patriarchy wasn't a literal thing, so how do you smash a literal... I guess it's supposed to be a symbol. How are urinals a symbol of patriarchy? It's a symbol that I have a penis and I pee standing up. Or at least I like to do that. Can somebody please explain to me how there's not radical feminism rampant everywhere? Could somebody explain that to me? If you can't explain that to me, can you just shut the fuck up and admit that it's a big chunk of it's radicalized? And our last one of example for today is intellectual colleges, spaces of learning, making intellectual safe spaces. Intellectual safe spaces are an abomination. They do not belong anywhere in academic. No, they just don't belong anywhere. They don't belong anywhere, okay? They belong maybe in a rape center when, you want to confidently talk to somebody after you've been raped, or, I don't know, family abuse centers, shit like that. That's where they belong. Safe spaces. That's where safe spaces belong. Not in intellectual ideas. You cannot make a safe space about intellectual ideas. You can't make it about ideas in general. Religious ideas, any idea. You can make a center for learning. You can make a class dedicated to feminism. But you can't tell people to not say, if you want to question Christianity in a Christian church, and, an appropriate fashion, that's perfectly fine. If they kick you out, I don't know if they will, but the fact that this is happening with feminism is just fucked up. So, hopefully this is educational material to anybody who already identifies with this. I don't know. Maybe they'll just call me a misogynist and you'd understand after 30 seconds when they realize that maybe they won't even play the video. Regardless, yeah. Maybe this is good for the older feminists who think that feminism is still about equal rights for women, because it really doesn't seem like it anymore. Like, there needs to be some sort of better police system or something. I like this last one. College-age men leaving their safe spaces. I think safe spaces is just a complete abomination. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. If you can't take fucking heat, why are you... I don't understand how people can't take things. Oh. Especially when it's criticism. If I ran into a mosque and said, fuck Muslims, they're fucking bigots, infidels, kill the infidels, blah, 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 and I made a whole bunch of slurs. I wouldn't expect that. I would expect to get my ass kicked, because that's probably what would happen. If I go into a feminist class and say, hey, I want to debate shit, and they say, get out, or if somebody tweets something on Twitter, because that's 100% public, anybody can see your tweet. It's not a safe space. The internet is not a safe space. There's everybody can see your fucking tweet. Everybody can see your Facebook post. Don't fucking act like it's just you and your friends. When it's public, it's public. I can comment on it, okay? Yeah. I'm just tired of this shit. Like, I'm just tired. I want it to go away. Go away, safe spaces. Go away. Anyways, if you still think Big Red is alone, well, you might be fucking wrong. Or at least this hopefully is proof that you're wrong. Go look into it more. Just try to keep an open mind out there, even if you still are a feminist and whatnot. Just keep an open mind, please, people. Intellectualism for the win. Alright, thanks for watching. Thank you, and have a good day.